Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Moon Raider. This game was developed by Cascadia Games, Crescent Moon Games, and published by Dragus Games SA, and releases on April 23rd. I'm sorry we don't quite have a price yet for the game, but I did want to talk about the review and let you know what we think of the game. So, what is Moon Raider? Moon Raider is kind of a platform Metroid similar style kind of game where you progress through a ton of different levels, going through and trying to get to the end of them, as well as trying to take alive, find different collectibles to upgrade your guy, and progress through the stages. Now, my best kind of description for this game would be Gamora is from the Avengers is trapped on an alien planet and trying to escape and kind of defeat everything. Now, as you play the game, you have a couple different things you can do. You can double jump, shoot, and just kind of traverse the area. You're gonna try to have to find these little plunger levels to rescue things throughout the level. Now, actually rescuing these little guys, I have no idea what they do. It doesn't seem to be related to any achievements that you go through in the game, so it just seems to be a thing that you just kind of you do. As you're playing the game, you're going to encounter various different boss fights while progressing. Most of them are extremely simple, as well as you are also going to be able to find different little secret rooms as well as different upgrades while you're progressing through. Now, this first boss here is extremely straightforward, as I probably die here while trying to talk doing this. So, go figure, because it's hard to play games and talk at the same time. What I do want to point out though is this game is actually a lot of fun. There's a large amount of diversity when you're playing, as well as all of the bosses are extremely different and unique. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you are playing, almost every time you beat a boss stage, you are going to be able to find either different little collectible rooms or hidden areas. If we do come across while running through this review, I'll point out what you need to look for to find one of those hidden areas. They're generally going to have a little kind of alien icon to let you know that, hey, there's something there. And it's not too hard to find them. I think in my playthrough of the game I missed like 2 or 3 of them, so it is kind of they are easily missable. And the thing that is kind of unfortunate that we have noticed through playing is there isn't really a level select. So if you do miss anything like that, you are going to have to kind of replay the entire game again. So hopefully if you do miss any of them like I did, you aren't too far, you didn't miss anything but earlier stage ones, because if you miss the later stage ones, it's very unfortunate that you're going to have to really replay a lot of the game all over again. Now, the basic principle of the game is you have this kind of ability that you'll gain to kind of dash and run around, which is what that little percentage bar where is on the top left of your screen, as well as these little crystals and little collectible blocks that you're going to find along the way. Now, you're going to get an ability that I will actually cut to another save file here and show you what the purpose of those crystals are. This will be in Chapter 7. You're going to end up unlocking the ability to kind of dash around, and those crystals actually burn fuel, and that's kind of how you navigate the level. Now, as you play through the game, the levels get insanely, advanced and different, as to the point where every chapter introduces a brand new mechanic, and it's always a ton of fun seeing what the new thing is. For this level and chapter, you're kind of introduced to these crushing doors that can kind of kill you, to anything from crazy fish that want you to die, to these little flying space nodes that you really have to kind of avoid and kind of track around. Overall, the game is a ton of fun. I think me and Dream have both played a good bit of time into the game so far, and really there's no complaints whatsoever. I think this game is a ton of fun, as well as trying to eliminate all the enemies and really figure out what you're doing. Makes this game really, really challenging and fun at the same time. Nothing feels too repetitive, which is a thing that a lot of games I think suffer from, that repetitive notion of rinse and repeating. Now, keep in mind that if you do die in a level, you have to restart from the very beginning of the stage, but that usually just means you have a couple minutes of having to redo a level or catch back up to where you are. It can get a little frustrating when you're later in the game, but it's not too bad, as the game is constantly changing up really what you're experiencing, the bosses and everything. So it is quite fun. Now, speaking of the bosses in the game, for the most part, they're pretty much rinse and repeat carbon copies of each other. You just kind of do the same thing over and over. Nothing is really introduced that's new in that sense. I do think the most frustrating experiences that I've had in the game so far is just trying to find health. It can be very, very difficult to find health to keep you alive, as well as just losing track of what you're kind of going at in the game. All that being said, though, the game is still a ton of fun. Quick overview of the achievements: you're just going to have to complete all the various areas, find different bonuses, and find the different upgrades. Now, there's bonus rooms that are scattered throughout the levels that are basically just another tunnel you walk into that you select, and you just have to kind of run through them. The earlier ones unlock the achievements when you walk in, and then the later ones don't unlock the achievements until you exit. But it's nothing that's really too hard to find. We do know that there are some Steam guides. This game came out on Steam already that kind of walk you through where all those are, and you can use those if you'd like. Overall, though, I think Moon Raider is a ton of fun. I think it's definitely a game worth picking up. We don't quite know the price yet for the game. I'd say anything under $20. This game is a great pickup. It's a good couple hours of fun. If I have to give the game any type of rating, I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. I definitely think it's worth picking up, especially for anybody that loves platform games or old school Metroid games. It's definitely like right up that alley. Outside of that, though, if you guys do have any questions, as always, let us know down in the comments. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you want to pick up the game, check the link down in the description once it is available. I don't think there is a store page right now, but we'll try to get one down as soon as we can. Outside of that, just have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.